Okay, I'm going to show you how to wire a 3-gang box. First, we'll take all our black and white wires and put them up. Notice how I stripped the one down at the end, the longest. What I'm going to do there is bring all my wires down to this corner here at the bottom. Left, push them back, bring them all back. Take the lineman's pliers, twist them all together, make sure they're all nice and tight and evenly together. And then I take and cut off the rest here. I twist them to make sure that they're all nice and tight. Make sure you don't cut into your wires. I take my crimp sleeve, slide it up, make sure all your wires are through. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. I look here, make sure I see all 4 of them. See the crimp in there? I take crimp them all in together. Then I push this piece in the back. Now, if you like, you can put a little electrical tape around there to cover your sharp edges. Then this one and this one is going to be a line in, line out circuit. So I'm going to bring that wire down back here, bring that wire down back here. Well, that came out pretty even there. So I strip them in the 14 hole. These pliers are kind of new. It's the first time I'm using them, so I get the insulation lined up evenly here. Okay, they're twisted together. I cut them off so that they're even. And I put a wire nut on it. And then I fold them back into the box. Get everything all back out of the way there. Now these 2 black wires will go on the switch. make a loop, put it around the screw the direction that the screw turns. Same thing with the other black wire. Close the loop. Now we're going to take and push these wires back into the box. Now we're going to take our ground wire, and I'm going to start with the longest. I'm going to bring it up a little bit here, because I'm going to go around the screw. Go around the screw. See how the wires are going back into the box all nice and easily. Now if you use a screw gun, don't go all the way to the bottom with the screw gun, just get it down to like maybe 1/8 of an inch and then tighten the rest by hand. There's the first switch. You can see how the wires go back into the box nice and easily. Now we're going to take, this is another switch loop here. This is representing where the power goes to the light first, then the wire comes down to the switch. The first one represents power coming to the switch and then going to the light. So here we're going to do, make the loop the way that the screw turns. I don't like how that came out, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this loop here, because it was stripped a little short. You always got to pay attention to neatness, because neatness adds a lot to your work. And then we'll come around again. Now this one I'll push the wires back this way, and then we'll come around and go around the ground screw with this ground wire. Squeeze them together a little bit. And then we will screw this one into the box. And then make sure your ground wires are pushed down so they're away from your terminals. Now I don't like using the holes in the back of the switches, but I'll use the holes here for to show you how they work. Okay, on the back of the switch you'll see a strip gauge. Now when I use the holes in the back, I always tighten the screws. Same with the GFIs. If I'm only going in the line and not going out the load, I will close the screws on the load side so nothing gets touched with the screws. So what you do when you're using the holes in the back, make sure your wire is straight. Now in this case, if I'm using the hole in the back, I'm going to hook my ground wires up first so I don't mar the wire up inside the hole. You always put the wire the direction the screw turns. And you just fold the wire down and come up. Goes in the hole in the back. You feel it go under the pressure lock. Push the insulation up so it's up, butted tight against the back of the device. And there's what it looks like all done. And thanks for watching.